What if I told you that the reality you see every day might not exist the way you think it does? Sounds crazy, but that's exactly what quantum physics reveals. A hidden world, where particles can be in several places at the same time. Where the future seems to reach back and change the past. And where even a simple look can reshape everything. The most intriguing part is that this isn't science fiction. These are real experiments, tested in labs all over the world. And they prove that reality is beautiful, bizarre, and yes, even a little terrifying. What's even more fascinating is that all of this can change how you see life itself. The choices you make. And even who you believe you are. So, get ready. Because the journey you're about to take will turn your certainties upside down. Imagine the shock of the first scientists when they discovered that in the quantum world, nothing followed the normal rules. They were used to thinking that every object had a defined place, but suddenly, they found particles that could be in several places at once. It's like seeing your dog sleeping on the couch, and at the same time playing in the backyard. Weird, right? Well, for the physicists, it was even more shocking. And here's the most incredible part, just the act of observing changes everything. When no one is watching, the particle is in total freedom mode, spread across multiple possibilities. But the moment someone observes, it chooses a single place. It's like a child playing hide and seek. When you walk into the room, the child freezes in one spot, pretending they've been there all along. This showed that the observer isn't just a spectator, but part of the game itself. Now think about your own life. How many times has the way you looked at something completely changed the experience? The same rain can be an annoyance for some, and poetry for others. The same silence can feel like loneliness, or like peace. And that's exactly where quantum physics opens the door to something even stranger, an experiment that looks like a magic trick, but actually revealed the very heart of the quantum world. This is the experiment that made even the most serious scientists scratch their heads. Imagine a wall with two slits, like two narrow windows. If you throw marbles through it, they go through one slit or the other, and form two straight lines on the screen behind. Pretty normal so far. But when physicists tried the same thing with electrons, or even with light itself, the result was completely different. Instead of two straight lines, they saw a wave pattern appear. As if each particle had gone through both slits at the same time. It's like watching one person walk through two doors, and still end up in the same place. And then comes the strangest part. When they tried to peek and see which slit the electron went through, the wave pattern disappeared. Suddenly, everything behaved like simple marbles again. It was as if the electron said, "Oh, you're watching me? Fine. I'll behave." But when no one was looking, it threw its secret party. Now think about it. How many times has paying attention to something completely changed the outcome? Like when you finally take care of a forgotten plant, and it suddenly starts to bloom. The double-slit experiment isn't just weird science, it's a reminder that observation itself has the power to transform reality. And that leads us to an even bigger question. Does reality only exist when someone is there to see it? Here's where things get even stranger. An electron isn't just a tiny point moving around, it's more like a cloud of possibilities. It can be here, there, and in several places at once. It's as if you could watch two different movies on the same TV, at the same time, and both were actually happening. But here's the curious part. This cloud of possibilities only chooses one place, when someone observes it. That's what scientists call the collapse of the wave function. In simple words, before observation, everything is probability. After observation, reality fixes itself in one spot. Think of it like a restaurant menu. You can imagine 100 different dishes, but only when you order, does the kitchen prepare one? Quantum life works the same way. And this raises a question that keeps many up at night. What is real, after all? Are we living surrounded by infinite possibilities, just waiting for our choice? This mystery isn't just barroom philosophy, it's serious science. And it opens the door to something even more astonishing. Particles that seem to talk to each other, even when they're light years apart. Now we reach one of the most famous mysteries of quantum physics. Imagine two particles that, somehow, stay connected forever. No matter the distance, one could be in your pocket, and the other on the far side of the galaxy. If you change one, the other reacts instantly. It's like having two magic dice. You roll one, and the other, no matter how far away, always shows the matching result. Einstein hated this idea. He called it spooky action at a distance, because it seemed to defy even the speed of light. But experiments proved it's real. Now think about it. If two particles can communicate instantly, invisibly, could something like that happen between us two? Who hasn't thought of someone, only to get a call or a message from them a moment later? Coincidence, maybe, or maybe a faint echo of something much deeper. And if that already sounds strange, get ready. Because the next step in quantum physics is even more disturbing. Experiments suggesting that the present can reach back and touch the past. This is where quantum physics starts to play with time, and our logic completely falls apart. Imagine an experiment where the decision you make now seems to change what already happened. It's like choosing today whether the coin you flipped yesterday landed on heads or tails. Sounds impossible, right? Yet, that's exactly what some experiments suggest. In these tests, when the information about the particle's path is erased, the result shows a wave pattern. But when the information is recorded, the pattern changes completely. And the strangest part, that decision to keep or erase the information can happen after the particle has already passed. It's like writing a note in the morning, tearing it up at night, and realizing that choice had already altered what happened earlier in the day. This completely shatters our sense of cause and effect. If the future can influence the past, what does that mean for our lives? Could the choices you're making right now be rearranging steps you've already taken? It's almost a frightening thought, but it sets the stage for something even more fascinating. The many different interpretations that try to explain this quantum universe, that seems to laugh at our logic. After so many bizarre experiments, scientists started looking for explanations. And each one of them sounds like something out of a science fiction script. The most famous is the Copenhagen interpretation. It says that reality only exists when it is measured. Before that, everything is just possibility. It's like your fridge only having food when you open the door to check. Then there's the famous Schrödinger's cat thought experiment. Inside a box, the cat is both alive and dead at the same time. Only when someone opens the box does reality make a choice. Absurd? Maybe, but that's how quantum mechanics works. And it doesn't stop there. The many worlds interpretation suggests that every choice creates a parallel universe. In one, you went to bed early last night. In another, you stayed up binge-watching shows until sunrise. And then there's the de Broglie-Bohm theory, which speaks of hidden variables, as if the universe were a game with secret rules we haven't uncovered yet. None of these interpretations can be fully proven. They all remain open. And they remind us of something simple, that reality may be far stranger, and far more fascinating, than we could ever imagine. After diving into this quantum world, it's hard to see reality the same way again. After all, if even particles change their behavior when observed, what would change in your life, if you truly started observing your own choices? Think about it. When you pay attention to your spending, you realize that daily coffee could turn into a trip at the end of the year. When you pay attention to your health, small actions, like walking just 10 minutes a day, add up to energy and vitality over time. And when you pay attention to your mind, a huge problem can suddenly reveal itself as an opportunity in disguise. Quantum physics isn't locked away in laboratories. It's a reminder that reality isn't something fixed or unchangeable. It bends, it shifts, it transforms, based on the way you choose to look at it. So tell me, are you going to keep living on autopilot? Or will you step into the role of the conscious observer, who creates the reality they want to live in? Share your answer in the comments, because I want to know how you see your own universe. And of course, if you want to keep exploring these incredible mysteries, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, and join me. Because the next discovery might just flip your world upside down.